You. I'd like to move on to some questions regarding the parklands, which we really haven't touched on in detail yet. Some feel like the trails in our parklands need to be better maintained or even expanded. Others don't like seeing people walking on the trails and advocate for less or only limited public access in parklands. Where do you stand when it comes to public access to parkland trails and the role of the city in maintaining trails and parklands? Mr. McCarthy.
Well, we can't limit access to parklands. The purpose of them being parklands is everybody has access. The second thing is the maintenance. It goes back to one of the other topics we talked about. The first thing you need to look at is because of our limited resources. Again, it comes back to money. Because of our limited resources, it comes back to the things we look at is safety, and then easy use. So I think everybody should have access to the parklands. I think that the city needs to take a look at any of the safety issues, low-lying branches, maybe roots that come up from the ground where people can trip and fall. But I treasure the parklands. It's one of the reasons I moved up here and I live up here, and I'd like to see them maintained and used.
Okay, Ms. Peterson.
I think we should preserve our natural beauty and not overdevelop our trails. My kids and my husband and I would try to hike a different trail, once a month or something. And it's nice to be out in nature, even though we're so close to the city. If we were to develop them and, groom them or make sure that the roots are not sticking out and all that stuff, I think that takes away from what the natural beauty is. And in turns, if the city starts maintaining these trails and make them true public trails and have them mapped out and all that, it becomes the city's liability because now we're maintaining them, and how dare we not keep them safe? So I think it's best just to keep it as is and let people explore themselves.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Losey.
Yep, I think we need the parklands are for access for everyone without encroachments. I guess I was thinking more maintenance from more of a safety perspective and a fire. I do think, we don't want to be penny wise and pound foolish and under maintain. Now we've had a lot of rain, but in the dry years, sometimes it seems like maybe they should be cleared a little bit better. So I don't want to throw, financial hardship and then create something that isn't properly maintained for fire, to protect against fire. So that, when I think of maintenance, that's more what I think of it as opposed to development. So, but yep, access without encroachments for all.
Mr. Kemps.
We absolutely need to maintain our natural style of our paths and our natural areas. We have to keep them cleared for fire. And the other issue that we have to be very careful about and has been discussed recently is pesticides. We're presently using Roundup in our city, which is a cancer-causing carcinogen, and there's been recent litigation around that, and I think we need to stop it. We need to find other methods to control that.
Okay, Ms. King.
Yes, I really do enjoy hiking our trails, and I do like them in their natural state. Of course, we do maintain the areas for fire clearance, but I think the question goes to, should we enhance the trails? Should we make them more beautiful, maybe more accessible? And that, I think, for a number of reasons, we probably aren't going to go in that direction. Of course, one is resources, another is potential liability, another is the cautionary tale presented by the intersection of Crest and Crenshaw, where lots of people enjoy those trails now. And I don't think that's an atmosphere that we necessarily want our city to have. And there's no Roundup use in the parklands.
Okay, Mr. McGowan.
Well, I think we absolutely have to keep access open for these trails, but I would like to give you an example of a model that we've used in Los Angeles. I'm part of the Los Angeles Parks Foundation, one of the founding members, and we've done adopt-a-park programs in the city of Los Angeles. Well, we'll go to an existing business and say, why don't you adopt a park for X dollars per year and maintain it. It's a model that we could use in Palos Verdes, whether it be on trails or whether it be for our parks, but it's another way of maintaining and enhancing some of our public parklands without encroaching on the budget of the city. And we do this through a 501c3 foundation, which is something that I would definitely encourage our community to reevaluate.
Thank you very much.